Hello. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's Speak Out Home practice session. I'm so proud of you for signing on today and practicing with me. My name is Samantha. I'm a speech-language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you learn how to perform the speak out exercises accurately. I also want to help you maintain a consistent speak out home practice routine. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about Chinese New Year. But before we do that, we always practice smiling with intent, since smiling is no longer automatic with Parkinson's. I encourage you, when you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth and you look up in the mirror, practice smiling with intent. It will probably feel exaggerated to you, but it won't look exaggerated when you look in the mirror. We need a little inspiration, though, to smile with intent. So, here is Joseph from Texas. Hi, Joseph. He says, I'm grateful to be part of the Live with Intent team. And I love that you're wearing your t-shirt, Joseph. You participated in the holiday bingo, so you received a t-shirt. And don't worry, for those of you who did not participate, we'll do another game like that in the future where you can receive a t-shirt. And also, Joseph is my son's name, so I really like your name, Joseph. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. That means think about it and be purposeful as you pick up your glass and you swallow. If you haven't signed into the chat yet, please go ahead and do that. Where it says type in your nickname, just type your first name and where you're from. No password, no account, no login required. Here we go with the first speak out exercise, the may, me, my, mo, moo. Lift your voice, project it forward, up and over your computer. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. The more you exaggerate, the better. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Don't let it trail off at the end. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. I just realized that we looked at Joseph smiling with intent, but then we didn't do it. So before we do our next warm-up, smile with intent. Give me your best one. Okay. I know that seems so silly, but Sandy needs it for the thumbnail for the recording of this session. All right, let's do another warm-up. May, me, my, mo, moo. And for the last one, we're going to stretch out the vowels even more. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. We're done with the warm-up. Take a sip of water. Grab your cup or your glass. Swallow with intent. I like to sip on warm water when I do these. It's not coffee. I actually reward myself after the home practice session with a cup of coffee. We have Texas pecan coffee here in the clinic, and so that is my reward for doing my exercises. So to help you build a routine, maybe you can think of a treat, something that you really like that will motivate you to do your physical exercise and your speak out exercises. Let's do the ahs next. Open your mouth wide and project your ah. Ah. Good. Make it fly forward. Again. We try to hold it for about 10 seconds, but don't worry if it's only a few seconds. The quality, the sound of it is more important. We want a clear sound. Let's do the next one. I am working with intent on a scale of 1 to 10. How much intent are you using? You can say the number and you can chat the number. Let's do a shorter ah. Ah. One more time. Ah. We're done with the ahs. Take a sip of water with intent. We're moving on to the third speak out exercise, the glides. Project out a steady ah and then slowly glide up. Here we go. Ah. Ah. You have to do these with confidence. You cannot be shy about it. Just project the voice forward. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Ah. Ah. Make sure at the end it doesn't go back here. So we want ah. Do that with me. Start high. Ah. One more. Start high. Ah. We're done with the glides. Take a sip of water with intent. We'll move on to the counting next. All right, here we go with the counting. Just like the me, me, my, mo, moo, I want you to lift your voice and project the numbers forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Let's go backward. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now let's go down. 1, 4, 7, 10. Here we go. 1, 4, 7, 10. Put more emphasis on the last number. Start on the middle row. 2, 5, 8, 11. 3, 6, 9, 12. We're done with the counting. Take another sip of water. We're moving on to the reading. By the way, today is our sing-along right after this session. Sandy will post the Zoom link in the chat, but you can always find it on the home page of ParkinsonVoiceProject.org. If you are running to an exercise class and you can't attend the sing-along live, there is a recording. We post the recording every week. Okay? So I think it's more fun to attend it live if you can. But if you just can't, you can watch it later, and then you can use it every day to sing and practice. Chinese New Year, that's our topic. Read these sentences with intent. Emphasize the highlighted words, which doesn't mean to yell or be loud on those highlighted words. Just make them sound a little bit different. Emphasize them. Here we go. Chinese New Year began on February 17th. Again, Chinese New Year began on February 17th. There are 12 Chinese zodiac animals. Did you emphasize 12 and animals? Try it again. There are 12 Chinese zodiac animals. Sometimes you can think of a tennis net. All the words are flying over the tennis net, but the highlighted word is going to go all the way to the serving line. Let's try it with this one. 2026 is the year of the horse. Again, 2026 is the year of the horse. And there you go. Ready? The next year of the horse will be in 2038. So every 12 years. Again, the next year of the horse will be in 2038. Now we're going to move on to the conversation exercise where the answers will not be written. Well, I do write them, but first you're going to try to think of the names. So let's read this together first. Besides the horse, name the other 11 Chinese zodiac animals. Go ahead. Name as many as you can think of. All right, now let me ask you, when you were naming the animals, did you use your very best voice? Let's do it again. Use more intent. Name as many as you can think of. Let's read them together. So besides the horse, here we go. Rooster, snake, goat, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, monkey, dog, pig. How many did you think of? Let's read it again. Rooster, snake, goat, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, monkey, dog, pig. All right, very good. Take a sip of water. We're going to do Dr. Boone's words next. Before we do this, I am curious, have you gotten into the Speak Out e-library yet? It is now available to everybody. No account, no password, no login necessary. It is on the homepage of ParkinsonVoiceProject.org. At the top, it is a purple button. It says e-library. Click on the purple e-library button. The e-library opens. This weekend, I want you to get in there and play around with it. Try to zoom in, make the print larger, go full screen. Exit out of full screen. Click into all the different flashcards. Look at the instructions. All right, I would love to receive some feedback about the e-library. You can send an email to at parkinsonvoiceproject.org, and you should be practicing with your family members or a good friend using the flashcards. All right, here we go with Dr. Brun's first nonsense word. Gula ganga ga. Gula ganga ga. And next. Kukamanguka. Kukamanguka. Really exaggerate. Gangla, like you're on a mountain. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Very nice. If you need water, take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the bonus reading. Here's the bell. You can download today's reading material, take what you learned and practice some more. The bonus reading is very challenging, so it would be good to read it over and over several times, every time using more intent. But let's read it a couple times right now. The Chinese Lunar New Year began on February 17th. And started the 15-day Spring Festival. It concludes with the Lantern Festival. The Chinese zodiac rotates through a 12-year cycle of animals and the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Let's try it again and do even better. Ready? The Chinese Lunar New Year began on February 17th and started the 15-day Spring Festival. Imagine that you are reading this to a whole crowd of people and you don't have a microphone. Start with "it concludes." It concludes with the Lantern Festival. The Chinese zodiac rotates through a 12-year cycle of animals and the 5 elements. Over the tennis net: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Wonderful. You did it. You did your speak out exercises today. Pat yourself on the back. Practice. I like for you to practice with your family members or a friend. Very good to practice in the e-library with somebody else. If you haven't left a Google review yet, please do that. When this video is over, you can scan that QR code with your phone. It'll take you right to the page. You do have to have a Google account, so you do need to create that if you don't have one already. But it really helps us. We're trying to reach everybody with Parkinson's all over the world, and the Google reviews help. Please post one and get your family members, the ones who are familiar with Parkinson Voice Project, to post one too. Have a great day.